Well, hello there, folks. Yeah, I know it's been about a week, but here I am, and it's Saturday, the 7th of December. Hope you're all doing well. Just getting my day going as per usual. I've said it before that, I don't feel obligated to make the videos, or when I do, I don't like that, and so I resist it. And there'll just be times, this last week has been a good week. I've been working really hard on this commission that I received for a dance company. So I'm working hard on that, and kind of felt I got to a point where it was like and it does relate to politics, people, and social things. I'm not disconnected. It all affects me. It's all connected. And so our lives have really been changed by technology heavily, and social media has really changed our lives, and not necessarily for the better. And so, in light of the sickening, ongoing quagmire of shit with the impeachment and stuff, it gets to me. It's like, and it's like I just have to try to divorce myself. Try to step away, from these machines that dominate our lives now. We don't control our devices; they control us. They do. It may be the way things are, but it's in a lot of ways it ain't good. But it's the way it is. It's not gonna get any better. So I just retreated from step away from the checking. Anybody leave a comment? What's going on today? I'm still addicted like everybody else. Been on Facebook, been on YouTube, but just wasn't feeling like talking, and so that's what that was about, and it'll happen again most likely. What breaks my silence when that happens, or has happened in the past, as it's happening today, is I'll hear from people, and then someone sends me something. When you send me something, I have to acknowledge it, and I do appreciate it. But to start off, LE, who is a regular watcher, and I don't say their name because they sign in as LE, that's how they want to be known, sent me a Christmas card. Thank you very much. No, I'm not into the holidays. I don't put up a Christmas tree, none of that stuff. I like getting cards. Thank you. Thank you very much. I just got a package yesterday, but there was no return address on it, so I don't know who it is. I can't quite make up the name here. Dereck, enjoy. And I can't make that out. Is that Brost? I can't tell who it is. But I have to I thank you. I really haven't listened to things, but I want to acknowledge that I received it. I got a package. They sent me some CDs and some stuff, some posters. I don't know who it is, I'm not sure why they wanted to send this to me. Maybe they'll explain in a comment. But they sent me this poster for a show, Leaf Records, Colleen. No, I don't have Colleen. Have I heard of Colleen? Yes, I have. Colleen and Triosk. Perhaps this person is in the band. They sent me this bag. Man, I've got a bunch of bags. I need to give them away. From a record store or something related, PW. Then there was they sent me this fan-only book that for the artist Patrick Wolf. I'm familiar with Patrick Wolf. I think I have something by him on CD, but it's like something I got on promo, so it's not alphabetized. It's in the overload stacks. So I'm just showing that they sent this to me, Sundark and Riverlight, a fanzine that goes along with the record of the same name. I do appreciate it, folks. And the music the person sent me 3 CDs. I want to acknowledge that I appreciate your kindness, people. I really do. Sent me a CD by, this guy's name is Richard Reed Parry, the guy from the Arcade Fire. And this is Quiet River of Dust, Volume 1. I went ahead and played some of this yesterday. And, you know, I acknowledged Arcade Fire. They were good when they came out, but I also knew there was a certain amount of hype. And it's like, well, this is the flavor of the week. These guys are good, but they're not amazing. And everyone was saying they were amazing. I hate that. People get caught up in frenzy. This is good. It's good enough that it's like, it's very vocal oriented, you know, but the music was good. And I just kept noticing as I was listening to it while looking at the rest of the stuff they sent me, I said, I could listen to this again. I really don't care about the words right now. I just don't care about the words. I don't care about the words at all. It's the picture. It's the bigger picture. Sent me a Bat for Lashes CD, Lost Girls. I know these bands. I don't buy them. I know about Bat for Lashes. I liked that song where she has the video where there's people on bikes with her. So I like that. I like this. I played a little bit of this. Atmospheric. She's probably saying things that are cool. But the main thing I want to say is I like her music and the atmosphere and the setting for her voice. Bat for Lashes. And the one that he sent, or she, whoever sent this, that I really like and goes along with kind of where my mindset is right now as I'm working on this dance piece. I'm, working on it every day, basically writing and experimenting with sounds, and I'm teaching myself things about recording, watching a lot of tutorials, stretching what I can do so that I can come up with the goods for this dance piece. But this person sent me a Mark Ribot, or Ribot, however you say his name, CD, the excellent guitarist, Skelsey Morning, on the Zadok label, John Zorn's label. I've played this all the way through already. It's just where it's where I'm at, sound-wise. And the guy is very talented. He reminds me a bit of the Nels Cline school, where he can play anything, but he's very sonic and very much into sound as well as being a good player, but creating all kinds of sounds. I really appreciate these, and this is part of what got me to break my silence. I've been thinking about you all. I think about you folks all the time. I do. Even watched some videos recently. Someone made a video about Michael Dawson's music. That's awesome. That is. That's awesome. So as a result, haven't been playing a lot of music. I'll dip down here and show what I have. But the other thing I want to share is I always forget to tell you guys things because, like I said, I'm not a typical Westerner where my bottom line is the market and that's what mediates my thoughts. I'm not always thinking about how to make money or how to commercially make sure you know about things. I'm living. That's the most important thing to me. I'm not going to let that go. So anyway, I always forget to tell you, I've been on Adult Swim for years now. I have content streaming on Adult Swim every Friday as part of a show called Stupid Morning Bullshit. I don't even watch it, I love the people who got me the spot, but their humor is not for me. It's for people younger than me, and so I find a lot of it just like, ho-hum. And I know those guys watch me, and part of why you connected with me in the first place is because of my honesty. So I don't feel bad about telling you that I don't watch the damn show I'm part of. But I'm on Adult Swim every Friday, and the reason why I'm bringing it up is because soon I'm going to be able to make an announcement. I've got more news coming up. It's good news. I don't pursue, I'm not pursuing commercial things. I'm just living, and I like when things happen. And things happen, and something's going to happen, and we'll be able to make a cool announcement soon regarding my show, Higgs Corner. It's not dead. But I have to wait to tell you the details. A nice development, out of the blue, I've been on cloud 9 working on this dance piece, partially because it's a good challenge, but also because of the way it makes me feel and think inside that my work is wanted on this level, that I'm being contacted in this way to do such things. It feels very affirming. I search for words. So yeah, more good stuff coming. I'll be making an Adult Swim announcement here shortly. I just have to wait and get some details out of the way. I'm very thankful. So, when it comes to playing music, a lot of what I've been doing this last week is I've been referencing other people's work for ideas, and also some of it for sampling. Okay, mainly for ideas, because that's what I'm teaching myself, is further how to create sounds, not by modifying patches, but by creating them myself. Okay, so something I've played a few times this week, and I've also opened a show for this artist, percussionist Flendrew Fleisenberg. Crash. Have you heard of this guy? He's a percussionist. I'm not sure where he's from. I think he's American. A few years ago, when I was in the band Chemicals, well, no, it wasn't Chemicals. It was Man Working, that band. We had the great occasion of opening a performance of his here in Omaha. Now, this is the sort of thing where experiencing it live is where it's at, because the average person, I think I can say this with confidence, the average person is not going to be wanting to sit around and listen to someone scraping the walls and rubbing windows. That's part of what's going on this record, and that's part of his technique. He's a deep percussionist, sound explorer. And when I watched him perform, it was fascinating. It was a wonderful experience to watch him work the sonics of the room, literally. And it's captured here, as well as straight percussion with cymbals and other items. So this has been a great listen this week and reference point for my work, because a big part of what I'm writing is a sound piece. There's some other things, but I put them away already, Something that John Dawson gave me, a field recording from the Himalayas. I try to remember people. I listened to that. I didn't use anything from it, but it was a reference. I played a side of this the other day, Weather Report live in Tokyo. It's the side where it's really quiet. Real quiet. It starts off so quiet I had to check and see that the stereo was working. But then once it was working, I remarked, wow, that's a really nice quiet pressing. Some people complain that they think that colored vinyl pressings are more noisy than black. Well, you couldn't prove it by playing this. And that was wonderful. It took me back to, I've seen Weather Report 3 times, and I met them. First time I saw them was the original Weather Report. And Greg Errico from Sly and the Family Stone was the interim drummer. They were fantastic. I got to speak to Wayne Shorter, Miroslav Vitus, and I got to say hi to Joe Zawano. I actually spoke to Wayne and Miroslav. Joe I only got to say hi to. Fantastic music. Played this a few days ago. Steve Swallow, Carla. Steve Swallow and Carla Blake. Carla Blake, a national treasure of a composer. This is a wonderful, loving album. They play the blues on here, but it's played with so much love that I don't even mind. Victor Lewis from Omaha is on here. I love those connections. I'm trying to remember something about Omaha. Don Elias, he's not from Omaha, but he's a friend of my brother's. I love sharing little things like this. I remember one time I was going to the Summer Arts Festival in Omaha, and Chuck Mangione was playing. He was the big deal for that year. It's entertainment. And I remember just kind of going by the stage. Don Elias was in the band at the time. And, you know, I caught his eye, and he's looking at me hard. For a minute, he thought I was my brother. And I smiled, and I realized, and I just said, because he's playing on stage. And then he kind of got it. He's looking at, yeah, you must be related to James Higgins, Just a quick little fun story related to this. Beautiful album if you haven't heard this. Beautiful. That's really it, other than a lot of CDs that I've been referencing. But the other thing I want to share, and I can't show anything because I don't have a physical copy. I don't know if it's out yet, but you all know about the well-established and incredible hip-hop producer and artist Terrace Martin. He's done a lot of work, really. Kendrick Lamar comes to mind, Robert Glasper, Herbie Hancock. But Terrace Martin's dad is from Omaha, Curly Martin. Curly's a friend of mine. I've done work with Curly. I have stuff in my archives. Session work that we've done, none of it's released, but I've worked as a session musician with Curly Martin. Terrace is his son, and they just released a CD single by the Martin family called The Deuce, and it's a tribute to North Omaha. The Deuce is what they call North 24th Street, which is a notorious part of Black Omaha. It's a real cool tune, and it's online. Look it up. Buy it. Support it. I just think it's important to acknowledge and show support for other artists and musicians from my community. Curly Martin was also a session drummer for Motown for years, and he's on some pretty good Willie Hutch records. But I think this is fantastic that Terrace, who can do anything he wants, decides to honor his dad in Omaha, Nebraska with their latest single, The Deuce. It's getting attention internationally in the news, in the music news. I like that. I wish that was happening to me. It's not. I don't know if it ever will. I'd love to be in the music news internationally, which I seldom am. But he is, and they are, and I'm celebrating that. They're celebrating Black Omaha, and I celebrate them doing that. I celebrate Black Omaha. That's it for today, folks. Okay? Let me know your thoughts. Like I said, I'll be announcing shortly here. Adult Swim. Something cool.